Hey tribe, let's look at the message of a day, and we're gonna be using the Game of Thrones tarot. Let's get to it. What do we need to hear right now? What's important to be talked about? Six of Coins. Why? What is the advice? What is the lesson? What to tap into? And what's gonna come out of it? Oh, the Devil in reversed. I'm gonna clarify this. What's gonna come out of it? Bottom of the deck, we have a Two of Cups. Okay. Let me adjust you very quickly. Let's move the laptop out of the way. Ready? Steady. Good. Right. This is for my people. This is for someone in particular who feels like they keep, pouring. I'm seeing a big bucket. And they keep taking water from their own bucket and pouring it into another bucket, which is someone else's bucket. And your cards are saying maybe it's enough. You have little water left. You cannot be depleted. You cannot give from what you don't have. You need to leave some water for yourself. And for a lot of you, you may notice that every time you want to give, overshare, overgive, even if you're not feeling the best yourself, this is actually a lesson for you, because instead of giving from nothing, and that urge for you to want to give more at times when you have less is just a lesson for you to shift that focus instead of going there towards the self and fill your own freaking bucket. So some of you here right now, you are pouring into a situation. You're pouring and you keep pouring and you keep pouring, but the problem is the bucket that you're pouring into, the bottom is broken. You don't see it, but all of the water keeps leaking out. So some of you may be investing in a situation that is just, I'm going to say it the way I hear it, useless. You may be pouring into an individual who's not pouring anything back, or they are not fixing the crack at the bottom of that bucket. They know that it's there, but they're not fixing it. They like you keep pouring into that bucket because they like the attention. Maybe they like the finances. Maybe they like your presence. They like your energy that you're feeding them with. So what is that empty bucket for you right now that you keep pouring into? Is it a job situation? This is basically showing you that it's enough. And it's time for you to focus on self. And a lot of you are really scared to focus on self and pour into yourself because you're afraid of change. If I'm going to pour that energy into myself, I'm going to have to do something with it myself. And I don't want to do it subconsciously. Because once I'll start doing it, I'm afraid of this happening. I'm afraid of that happening. I'm afraid of starting something awesome. I really, really feel that here. I'm afraid of starting something awesome. So I better waste all my energy in other places, other people, than carrying it myself, because maybe some of you have no idea what you want to do with that energy. You haven't made up your mind, or you're afraid to make up your mind. Don't be afraid to be competitive. Don't be afraid to step into this energy of straightforwardness. The Queen of Swords energy. I say it how I feel it. I see it, I call it out. Be straightforward. It's not a time to beat around the bush. It's not a time to be overly sweet. It's a time to be real and raw. See, you have these two cards. This guy is giving to the other individual, right? The Knight of Cups is facing the Six of Coins, again proposing something. Take this from me. Your advice card is looking completely the other way. You need to turn your back to the situation and carry this pentacle yourself instead of giving it away. what's going to happen once you start doing this and pouring into yourself, there will be a period of time, a moment when you'll meet your demons, the shadow part. It may be a very unfamiliar space for you where you go, but I feel so selfish, I'm so used to giving to everyone. You're not selfish enough. That's what I can tell you. You're not selfish enough because you're really, and I'm talking to those people who really are not here. And this is not a reading for someone who, you know, takes care of themselves really well. And they know that balance between giving and taking. I'm not telling you to stop giving if you are in balance. I'm talking to those who have depleted themselves. I may be talking to moms here as well. I keep pouring into my kids, which is great, but then you don't take any time off for yourself. You don't organize anyone to take care of your child for a day or half a day so you can pour into the self. Right? Don't be afraid to stomp your foot and say, that's what I need. That's what I'm gonna go for now. This is my time. This is my energy. Okay? I hope this made sense. Thanks for being here. If you need more content, find me on Patreon. And until the next time.